Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dominick Cicale. Welcome back to Mafia Roundtable. I'd like to thank our sponsor, EG Vodka. Go to egvodka.com, order your vodka, 100% organic, best vodka on the market, premium vodka at an average price. egvodka.com. Go there, buy the vodka, you won't be disappointed. Today's story is, I'm going to go back to when I first met Vincent Basciano. This is in the beginning, I would say around 2000. Yeah, around 2000. I met up with Vinny on numerous occasions. So this one time, it's myself, Vinny Basciano, and Bruno, Anthony and Delicato. We're hanging out. So Vinny said, hey, Bo. Bo, just so everybody knows, because everybody is always asking, Bo means friend, buddy, pal. It's just another slang word that we use up in the Bronx. So he says, hey, Bo, what are you doing tonight? It was, I think, a Friday night. So I said, nothing. He said, let's go out for some drinks. I'm going to take my girl with me. I said, all right, I'm by myself. So we left it at that. Then Vinny said, do you have any places you frequent? And there was a nice place called Bartini's in Forest Hill, Queens, right by where they have the U.S. Open. Maybe about 10 o'clock, I pick Vinny up. We go pick up Debbie, shoot out to Queens. I'm driving. We get there. Now, the establishment's in a building, but it's in the basement of a building. So you walk in up the stairs, and now you go downstairs. And as you get closer to the establishment, you can hear the music going, and then you hear a chirp, a parakeet there. And as you walk in, there's a round circular cage with a parakeet in there. And we used to, many nights, we had the owner, the place was ours, we did whatever we wanted. And there was many, many nights we closed the joint and just had a lot of fun there. But you'd hear this parakeet, everybody's smoking cigarettes, cigars, and the parakeet would just be chirping away. Mind you, you're in the basement, there's no windows. And we would laugh our asses off because, damn, that parakeet had to be out of its mind. But it actually adapted to the environment, which was just amazing. And we would joke all the time about it. We would say, oh, the parakeets probably get some coke, is doing some coke too. But with that, we get a table, we sit down. They had little VIP sections. They didn't charge for it. But we get the little table, the booth. The cocktail waitress comes. And we get a bottle. At that time, I think it was Sky Vodka was the popular vodka at that time. Still might be. We get a bottle. So she gets also, I'm drinking, I think, tonic water. Vinny, I think, cranberry juice. Debbie, cranberry juice. And we're sitting there, we're drinking. And Vinny's bullshitting, going back and forth with, grilling me on questions. Again, he goes back into the label that Hippie had put on me. At this time, I didn't even know where it came from. So Vinny didn't even say, this word that I was a rat. And he's just asking me questions about the state case, what happened with the murder, how it happened, what took place. And I told him, I said, listen, my father's friend ratted on me. Day of sentencing, I even received a letter. Now, mind you, wasn't a convicted felon at the time. Yes, I'd been arrested and 0 convictions. They didn't catch me anything. I had no fingerprints on any of the stuff the police uncovered. It was all Ernie Colazzo, and there was also another gentleman there, Vinny Foresta. But the vodka bottles, they had the cigarette butts, all Ernie Colazzo. So it linked them with the bloody towels, everything, to a hotel room. And I'm like, Vinny, they found no weapon on me, nothing, 0 evidence. And at the end of the day, they offered me a plea to manslaughter, and I took the plea. That's it, simple. It's not my fault, all the good time they were giving out. And every month, as long as you worked in the state jail in Florida, they were kicking out anywhere from 90 to 120 days good time a month. So, that I got out early. What can you do? So I explained that to him, and he's going back and forth. And we're drinking, we're drinking, we're drinking. We're down to maybe not even a quarter left of the bottle. We're both feeling good. Debbie's over there, small talk. Now, I go back with Debbie when we were kids. And I say kids, 16, 17. And I always had an attraction. There was always an attraction there with her. And never went with her. It was just, she was always with somebody, and I was always with somebody, but we never even spoke. But there was an attraction. And Vinny gets up, says, Bo, I got to go to the bathroom. Gets up to go to the bathroom. Debbie and I are talking. All of a sudden, she puts a hand on my leg. You know, I move it. I move my leg. So, you know, her hand goes off. And that's it. She kept it like that. She didn't get overly aggressive or anything. So I just probably figured it was nothing. It was just an innocent touch, like on my inner thigh. You know, like resting her arm. But as soon as I moved my leg, the hand was gone. So I really didn't take notice to it. And I didn't. Anybody else, you know, they could looked at it, well, wow, she's trying to make a move, something. I didn't even look at it that way because I wasn't even looking at her in that, like, you know, that's my friend's girlfriend. It was like his wife. So Vinny comes back. We finish the bottle, shooting some more shit. We're talking, laughing, joking, order a drink, have that drink, and we wind up leaving. Might be about 2:30 in the morning. I drive them home, say goodbye. Now, everything went well. Same the next day, worked out. Maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, I'm in my house, and I'm laying down relaxing. It's maybe about 10:30 at night. All of a sudden, I see a page. My pager goes off. It's Vinny. Pager goes off again. It's Bruno, 911. So right away, I go out. They punch in another code. I go out to a payphone. I call. And I had a motorcycle at the time too, so I took the bike out. And I go to the payphone. Bo, we have a problem. Get down here. And I think they were at the steakhouse on I think 67th Street, somewhere on 3rd Avenue. There might have been a steakhouse somewhere. I said, all right, I'll be right down there. And they made it seem like they had a beef, real bad beef. And I caught something funny, like when they said it, like it just didn't seem sincere. So I knew, like I had a feeling. So I didn't even strap up. I didn't take a gun with me or anything. I jumped on the highway. I was down there usually it takes you maybe about 25 minutes without traffic. I got there maybe less than 10 minutes on the bike. Just went down the Bruckner Expressway, FDR, and I was there. I was into Manhattan. I go into the place, and I knew. As soon as I walked in, I spotted the both of them, and they're smiling. And I go to the table. I'm like, I figured, I knew, what's up? And they both start laughing. Wow, we have a problem. Yeah, bullshit, you have a fucking problem. You know what, I'll take a drink, though. So I get a drink, I sit down, and they're laughing. We were just testing you. You wanted to see they wanted to see if I would come and how quick. I said, well, guys, that's a real smart move. Number one, you know I'm on probation, supervised release, parole. And God forbid I strapped up because you're telling me it's serious. I have a gun on me. Now I'm rushing down here. I get stopped by the cops and I go to jail because you guys want to test me. And they weren't thinking of it in that light because they had a few drinks in them. But I said, no, I felt something was up just by the way you guys were talking. So I said, well, you passed this test too. Oh, this test too? What was the other test? So Vinny explains, he said, remember that night at Bartini's? Yeah. When Debbie put her hand on your thigh? Go on. That was a test. I wanted to see if you would hit on her. I said, Vinny, really? He said, yeah, Bo, you know. And Vinny felt his reasoning was, let me get Dominick drunk. This was basically one of the first times we ever went out drinking. He said, you could tell somebody's character when they get drunk. And that's a good statement. That's the way I used to start gauging people like the Randy Pizzolas of the world, when they would come around me, let's get them drunk. And I would tell Ace, come on, we're going to drink tonight. I want to see how they act, because that's when all the they drop down their guards. They're not on their P's and Q's. The liquor takes over. So then Vinny tells Bruno, yeah, I go take him to get drunk. And this motherfucker, it was like he wasn't even drinking. I was the one who got drunk. I said, no, I was feeling good. But it was just one of those nights. There's some nights you could drink, and it hits you, but you're not crippled. And there's other nights where you take a few drinks and you're just out of it. So, and then Vinny went into, and I know, you and Debbie when you were younger, that's why I wanted to see your true colors, how you are, and you passed that test too. I said, Vinny, I'll pass any test you have. Number one, and I brought to him, not a rat, never worked with the government, stand up, and I got you guys back. So, and that's it, case closed. So with that, hope everybody likes this story. Again, go to egvodka.com, buy your vodka, excellent vodka, be drop shipped to you, and remember it's at an average price. Everybody have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Much love and respect for everyone. And by the way, hit the subscribe button if you like this, and hit the like button. Thank you.